All right, it's time for tip number 3. So, I think we told you guys that some of these we may or may not have done early on in the marriage, and so we learned what to do and what not to do. So
Man, I
number,
would argue that most of this we did not do when we first got married because
we
we didn't
had
know
no
anything
idea.
about being married.
But here's number 3: go to counseling. Premarital counseling, marital counseling, therapy, whatever it is. And I think the misconception sometimes is like that you go to therapy when something is wrong, but sometimes it can just be maintenance. Like you have that good guy friend or that good girlfriend that you can talk to. That's really what your therapist is, and they can help you work through some stuff. Because sometimes, I'm just tell you, it's not your partner. Sometimes it's you.
So now, and I want to just kind of say this as it relates to therapy as well. For the longest, and not that I was against therapy, and this was prior to meeting Felicia, but I just, and I find that most black men kind of have this complex, like sitting down with someone that don't know us, telling us about our business, like, you know, maybe their stuff is all messed up. Like, we don't really be going for that. But the truth is that having someone, you know, that is trained, that has experience, that can guide you through life is the cheat code, okay? So don't discount therapy whatsoever.
The trained part, because sometimes we can talk to people that have the best intentions for us, but they're not telling us the right things to do. Like sometimes when people are closest to us, they have the best intentions, so they want you to do well, but sometimes they don't hold you accountable. And so therapy, because they're trained, they're going to make you hold that mirror up to yourself and be accountable.
Which is really good. Now, here's the other thing as it relates to therapy that I would add as well, because therapy comes in many different, you know, forms, right?
For
It ain't
sure.
all just
For
sitting
sure.
on the sofa,
Yes.
you know, putting all of your stuff out on the table. Some of the best therapy I feel like we've gotten have actually been in group
In
sessions,
group settings,
right?
yes.
With other married couples,
Yes.
with guided conversation. Here's the other thing I'll add too, sweetheart, that has really helped me. When I meet older couples that have been married for a long time, 30, 40 plus years. Like I was talking to a couple the other day that's been together since high school. Man, I ask questions. Not only do I ask questions, I actually invited them to allow us to interview them.
Oh, that's dope. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, like you got to be okay with us interviewing, because here's the reality. They have 20 plus years of experience that we don't have, right? So any little bit of nugget that can help me get to the next level, I am open for it 100%.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Sure. Listen, we had a different topic for number 4, but I feel like we could just tie in this, right?
Okay.
Because it ties into it. So one of the other topics that we was going to talk to you guys about was having married friends.
Yes.
It is so important to have married friends. I'm gonna be honest, when we first got married.
So hold on, is this tip number 4?
This number 4.
Tip number 4.
Tip number 4 is have some married friends.
Have some married friends.
I'm gonna be honest, like when we first got married, I didn't really understand that. So I was still, you know, hanging out with the
Single,
same people
yeah.
that I hung out with, which was single females, right? Single women. And the level of respect that single women have is not the same. And not that they're disrespectful, but it's really a different level of respect when you're married. You know, that as single people, they don't understand. I'm not just going to say for women. I mean, I don't know how it is for men, but I know the level of respect. Like, the conversation is different. You know, the single friends, like, they may be outside, you know, looking for
Not
something.
maybe outside.
No,
like,
but not
my
all.
single friends are outside.
So that's on the men. Not all of the females are outside looking for something, but they're open because they're single. So I would definitely say tip number 4 is make sure you have a good group, at least one solid, right, married couple that you can connect with, bounce ideas off of, talk to them. Because the reality is, I know that girls would be like, girl, you could leave him. Get your kids and go, because that's how I grew up. Like, you put your baby on your back and you out of there. But married people are more like, y'all need to work it out, y'all need to talk about it. Like, there's steps before a married person, from what I found, will tell you, like, just get out.
Now, and I would say healthy married couples.
Yeah.
Because you can be talking to someone
That's
that have
toxic.
experienced some
Yes.
trauma in their marriages that's completely broken, that will not guide you that way. But here's what I want to say to my fellas, right? Because my perspective as it relates to married friends is a little bit different. I'm not going to say very different. All my homeboys is married. It is an absolute requirement, and I'll tell you why. When you're not, and there's no knock against this whatsoever, but my married homeboys, like, they're definitely in the streets, right? And here's what I mean when I say in the streets, and not in a bad way at all.
Yeah,
but
break
they're
it down, break it
single, right? So they're hunting. They
Your
are
married
looking.
friends or your
No, I'm
unmarried?
sorry.
You're single.
My single friends.
Okay, got
my
it.
single friends, they're hunting, right? They're looking for a partner, right? So this right here is the issue. When you take a married person and, you know, with single friends and they come together and they're out, right?
Yes.
And I can't speak for the ladies, right?
No,
but for the
it's the same.
fellas.
It's the
but for the
same.
fellas, man, you'll find yourself maybe looking at a little bit more than what you probably would normally look at, because your single friend, you know what I'm saying, odds is boom.
I'm gonna say it's the same. Like, you're more open to things that you wouldn't necessarily be open to.
Yeah.
And not that as a woman, like, I'm looking for anything, but if I'm with a single girl and she sees a guy that's attractive, like, now we're talking about this attractive guy, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it opens the doors to things that don't need to be open. So that was tip number 4.
So that's what kind of makes it a little bit wrong, though, is that it opens the doors.
Let
So
me say,
at any time-
let me
yeah.
not say it does. Let me say it can. Because not
Okay.
all the time does it, right? But it can. So the point was, have some married friends that you hanging out with. If you married, you need to be hanging with married people. Even if y'all are hanging together separately, right? The wives and the husbands are doing stuff separately.
Yeah.
But most importantly, that you're with couples that, or people that respect their relationships, that, you know, are in a good, healthy relationship. And healthy does not mean they don't have no issues. It means that they just will work through it and they know how to talk through it, because nobody's relationship is perfect. But you know, they just have a different perspective, is what I found.
All right, guys. So look, I hope that helps. I hope, again, that you're taking notes, all right? Because the nuggets that we're going to be dropping over the course of these next several days have really helped us keep it in the road, okay? Guys, until the next video, right? Peace. Hey, as y'all see the t-shirts, right? We still do. 19 years later, baby. Peace.
Peace.